Hi guys, and welcome to the video on scientific notation. And here today we're going to be talking about actually doing operations with scientific notation. So not just writing numbers in scientific notation, but how do we actually work with numbers in scientific notation. And we kind of want to think about each thing being in two parts. We just have the kind of the number part, and then we have the power of 10. Okay, so here we have multiplication. And what you're going to do is you're going to multiply the numbers. So 6.1 times 2.2 is going to give you 13.42. Okay, and then you worry about the powers of 10. So times, and you're going to do 10 to the 5th times 10 to the 7th, and you need to remember your exponent rules. Remember, this is going to be a product of powers, and when we multiply two things with the same base, we add their powers. So this would be 5 plus 7, which would be 12. But look at your answer here. This is not in scientific notation. Scientific notation, you're only allowed to have one number before the decimal point here. So we need to somehow take this decimal point and move it right here in between the 1 and the 3. Okay? And so the way we do that is we're going to write 1.342 times 10, and when we move it this way 1, we're going to go ahead and add 1. So this is going to be 10 to the 13th instead of 10 to the 12th. Okay? So this would be our final answer, 1.342 times 10 to the 13th. Sometimes, like in number 2, so first of all, we're going to be dealing with some negative exponents here, but we might not have to do this movement step, okay? So let's look at number 2. When we do 3.4 times 3.1, we're going to get 10.54. So we're going to have to move it again. Times 10, and then negative 3 plus 4 is going to give us to the positive 1, okay? And so again, we're going to have to take this decimal point, and there can only be one number there, so we got to move it one place to the left, which means that we're going to have to add 1 to our exponent, so we get 1.054 times 10 squared, and that would be your answer here. Now, for the next one, we have something that doesn't look so much like these, right? So we have 4.5 times 10 to the 8th squared. What a lot of people forget to do is they put the squared with the 10 to the 8th, but they forget to do it to the 4.5. So you have to square the 4.5 as well, and 4.5 squared is going to give you 20.25 times 10 to the 8th raised to the second power. Now we have a power of powers, and that's going to give us 10 to the 16th. Okay? And so now again, we're just going to simplify it. We're going to actually put it in scientific notation. So we need to, again, just move that decimal point 1 over right there. And our final answer here would be 2.025 times 10 to the 17th, because we added 1 because we moved the decimal point 1 space to the left. All right, and now our very last thing here is what if we're dividing? So we're going to do basically the same thing. You would divide 8.4 divided by 2.4, and that's going to give you 3.5 times, and then 10 to the 6th divided by 10 to the 4th. It's a quotient of powers, so we subtract, so it's going to be 10 squared. And since this number, there's already only one number before the decimal point, this is already in scientific notation. We don't have to move the decimal point, and 3.5 times 10 squared is our final answer.